I am Mahmoud. I work for a bank, technically not a banker, but I still work for a bank. Jan 2023, this is when I started to be committed to the gym, committed to the food. And this is when the time I put some goals to achieve. And then since then, I have started to hit these goals.
So Mahmoud joined the gym about 2 years ago. He's developed a lot as a person, let's call it an athlete. Those 2 years, he's gone from somebody who was very stiff, struggled with gymnastics, really struggling with a lot of the kind of simple barbell movements because of like lack of range of motion, and he's worked really hard through this whole period of time to kind of improve on those. So he's gone to now to somebody whose weightlifting numbers are slowly starting to increase, person who's ticking off movements in gymnastics. His range of motion, his mobility is improving. He's able to squat better. He's seen squat numbers increase. He's come to track club, been consistent with the track club training.
I think when I joined in Jan 2022, and then I went for one of the classes. It was my first class, and then I saw everyone doing all the movements. Everyone looked for me like too advanced, and then I said, "It's like this will be the longest months in my life. Most probably I'm not gonna renew. This is too advanced for me." But then almost 17 months after this, I'm still sticking to Elias. I can see the progress months on months. I'm glad that I didn't give up.
I would describe him as relentless. He's quite persistent and very driven, human to work towards his goals and targets.
I was not an active child. I believe I stopped playing sport by the age of 12. And when I started CrossFit when I'm like 28, 29, that was like, it was too tough because I didn't have the muscle memory. I had almost to start everything from the scratch. I'm really proud that over the last 3-4 years that the journey was nice, and then how far I have reached into this. Fitness for me, it's very simple. It's being healthy, moving better actually, not giving up on yourself. I believe all of that is fitness for me. I'm not looking for a specific shape, or I'm not looking for a specific weight that I need to hit on the bar in one of the movements. I just want to move better. I just want to show up day in, day out.
I like Elias because actually it changed my life. September 2022, this is the time which I decided I'm gonna quit smoking. I felt for the 7-8 months as I was going to Elias in 2022, I'm not doing the same progress. I had the issue that I am not finishing the wood. I'm getting tired very easily. Everyone around me is getting into, I can see a lot of improvement there. And then the last thing that I was ready to give up on is smoking. I quit smoking, and I can see a lot of benefits. I can see the fitness level that jumped immediately after like a couple of weeks from quitting smoking. Elias for me will always be a life-changing kind of an experience, because other than that, I might have been still smoking. I might have been kept the bad eating habits and everything.
Ask anyone in the gym, they will say Mahmoud and the purpose. We never get along at all. For the last couple of years, I didn't make peace with the purpose at all. However, recently I started to do more of the purpose. It's still bad, it still gas me out, but I'm just trying to improve as much as possible on it. The moves that I like, the weightlifting moves, because it's contrary to what people believe that it is a strength movement, it is actually explosiveness movement. You need a lot of mobility, and it's not easy at all. It is not just you hit the bar, it is actually you need to have the mobility and you know the technique properly to be able to do it. So it's not an easy one.
In terms of the community, he's somebody who's always late. We give him a lot of abuse. I give him a lot of personal abuse for always being late. He's one of these core community members to the later classes in the evening. Like when he's not around in the gym's not quite the same. So when he's at 6:30, 7:30 p.m. classes, or 6:45 when he turns up to the class 15 minutes late, it's not quite the same when he's not around. So he's very much one of the louder, bigger characters in the evening in the gym.
Who's my favorite coach? I have to say, I like all of them, and I think I have to thank all of them for the support they are giving, and not only the support, but the tips and the coaching that they are giving, because at any time, at any class, you reach any of the coaches, they will be able immediately to help you with the movement, or they can give you some of the accessories that you need to work on, or they can actually ask for a change, is like the replacement of the workout or the replacement of introduced me to the track club, and I think the track club in Ramadan 2023, and since then I'm showing I'm showing up for the track club every single Monday. I started to fall in love with it. I started to track how much I would finish, like my 400s, my 300s, my 600 and 800. I have never thought that I would love running. Thank you, James, for the track club thing. I'm not sure how you made it, but I fall in love with running.
My advice would just be to continue to keep doing what you're doing in terms of like goals, targets, stay driven, hit a target, look for something else to keep working towards, continue to keep this gym and this component of your life as important as you made it so far, to kind of keep you moving in the right direction and help with everything else in your life. I know you're somebody who's understands how important that this component is in a person's life, and I know you made it a priority. So keep doing that, basically.
Recently, I started to do the Lego sets. Actually, it helped me because instead of watching TV, instead of like of a therapy now, that I would shut down my mind and just focus on getting this Lego set completed, and that's it. So yeah, I can say that it is turning now to be into a hobby. Let's see how it goes. An advice for my future self, it will always be stick to what you are doing, believe in it, it will click, do the work. There is no other way other than it will click. It might take some time. Again, everyone is thing ever, and just trying to get rid of those results of smoking for long years is not easy. So I shouldn't have started that.
Be your own hero is supporting everyone on their journey. We are different. We started from different places in our journey. We have different destinations. Everyone is having different goals. I don't like to compare myself to anyone. I would like to support every single person who is in their fitness journey. It's not about the destination, it's more about the journey, and I want to enjoy the journey until I reach the end of it.
A comfort food for me is the Egyptian food, but unfortunately Egyptian food is a heavy food, high in calories, so I cannot have that every day.
I think Matt Fraser is a really cool athlete, and then how he dominated actually like the CrossFit Games for 6-7 years. This is something that's not easy at all. So I like him. He's an inspiration, and maybe if I can master every movement for the next year, I would ask is like if I can have a workout with him. كن أنت البطل.